Was ist passiert? Oh nein.
Da unten bewegt sich was. Hey, winken Sie, wenn Sie mich hören. Wenn Sie gehen können, dann schnell, auf zur Brücke. Hey, Sie, im Parkhaus. Verschwinden Sie von dort. Das Ding stürzt ein.
Komm schon, komm. Oh, los. Beweg dich.
Cole, bist du da? Komm schon, Mann, geh ran.
Sieg, was zum Teufel ist hier los? Ich glaube, es gab eine Explosion.
Ja, klar war da eine Explosion. Im Fernsehen heißt, Terroristen jagen die ganze Stadt hoch. Triff mich an der Fremont-Brücke.
Was zur Hölle? Müsste tot sein. Oh Mann. Was passiert mit mir?
Wenn Sie gehen können, gehen Sie bitte über die Brücke ins Neonviertel. Bewahren Sie Ruhe. Rettungskräfte sind unterwegs. Down! Hier rüber, Mann! Wir müssen weg!
Nein. Nein, nein.
Auf der Brücke, Cole! Komm schon, gib Gas! Lauf los, Cole! Die ganze Brücke stürzt ein!
Als ich das Bewusstsein verlor, konnte ich irgendwie die Stimmen der Sterbenden hören. Tausende wurden von den Gebäuden erdrückt oder verbrannten lebendig. Trish hat ihre Schwester verloren und fast mich. Sieg war immer da und überzeugt, dass ich aufwachen würde, während draußen die Stadt ins Chaos fiel. Eine Seuche ist ausgebrochen, gefolgt von Aufständen, Plünderungen, Vergewaltigung, Selbstmord. In einem stümperhaften Versuch, die biologische Bedrohung einzudämmen, hat die Regierung die Stadt von der Außenwelt abgeschottet. Jetzt sitzen wir hier mit diesen Irren fest. Polizisten gibt es keine mehr. Sie sind entweder tot oder haben Angst vor den Gangs, die jetzt herrschen. Die Situation draußen war schlecht. Aber in mir drinnen, begann etwas. Zuerst war es unheimlich. Ich konnte mit niemandem sprechen. Doch mit der Zeit lerne ich, damit umzugehen. Ich hoffe nur, es ist nicht zu spät.
Yo, nice, dude. Let's go.
Ich dachte, du wolltest Fernsehen.
Nice 5 Stream Streak, dude.
Bringst du den Kasten mal zum Laufen?
Klar. Nichts leichter als das.
Du musst dir wohl alle
Nichts
aufladen.
leichter als das.
Das Ding frisst Strom. Das sieht gut aus. Weiter so. Sehr gut. Er läuft wieder.
Komisch.
Läuft wieder.
Irgendwie fühle ich mich jetzt stärker.
Ja? Und dann versucht die Dummies da zu braten. Hier laufen so viele Irre rum, da wäre es gut zu wissen, wie viel Ladung du drauf hast. Ja! Zufall! Brate die Mistkerle!
I almost went to bench skip and I'm like, wait, you do not have to do bench skip this time. Detail ansehen.
Hast du das gesehen? Der flog so tief, ich dachte schon, der stürzt auf uns. Hey, das ist der TV-Jacker. Der Typ ist cool.
Der Typ ist gut.
Gerade haben wir von den Hilfspaketen erfahren, die über dem Archer Square abgeworfen wurden. Die Heuchler in den staatlichen Medien behaupten, dass wir unseren gerechten Teil bekommen. Das sagt sich leicht. Sie müssen nicht in diesem Dreckloch leben. In Wahrheit haben sie uns aufgegeben. Niemand wird uns retten. Holen Sie sich was von den Paketen, bevor die Reaper auftauchen. Stimme des Überlebens. Ende.
Wusste, sie werfen Essen ab.
Erster Blick.
Glaubst du wirklich, diesem Büroheinis liegt was an uns? Es ist ein PR-Gag.
Das hindert dich aber nicht daran, dich vollzufressen, oder?
Auf keinen Fall. Sieg
Auf keinen Fall. Ich muss essen.
Expressaufzug.
Ah, klar.
Ich
du
muss
darfst
essen.
Wiederholspiel.
Oh, let's go. Go down.
Wow, der absolute Hammer.
Wow, der absolute
Das
Hammer.
war vielleicht ein Sprung, Mann. Ich wünschte, ich könnte das auch. Diese Treppenrennerei. Ich bin voll am Arsch.
Treppenrennerei.
Bevor wir zum Archer gehen,
Let's go.
Revolver besorgen.
Ah, jetzt kommt's.
Nein, das war krass. Als du ihn angefasst hast, war der Strom hinter dir.
Ja, Baum.
Ich hätte mir fast die Hand weggepustet. Die explodieren, wenn du sie anschließt?
Hey, Tucker, what's up, man? Thank you for the good luck, man. I
Finden wir nie.
really gonna need it.
Zurück. Ich habe eine Idee.
Yeah, I'm doing very good, man. I'm a bit tired though,
Ich auch.
which is why I'm gonna do a shorter stream today.
Du siehst gar nicht
Decided to do this run because I wanted to do something that was long but not too long, you know.
Moment mal.
I'm a bit tired from yesterday.
Hast du das gesehen?
Mann, du bist eine wandelnde Batterie.
Ich spüre, wie der Strom durch meinen Körper fließt. So als würde ich dadurch geheilt.
Cole, hörst du mich?
Hey, Süße.
Hast du gehört,
Hey,
dass die Essen
Süße.
abgeworfen haben?
Ja, Sieg und ich sind auf dem Weg.
Das Zeug steckt da oben fest.
Ganz gut.
Tut mir
glaub
leid,
ich.
Kumpel. Aber du
Meine
bist der
Kräfte
Einzige,
wachsen
der einen
ständig.
Sturz überleben würde.
Erst konnte ich kaum eine Glühbirne anmachen.
Du musst da
Jetzt
raufklettern und es
fliege ich von
runterholen.
Häusern Und brate Schrott auf Siegs Dach.
Du springst von Häusern? Warum machst du sowas?
Ganz ruhig. Mir geht's gut.
Mach keinen Blödsinn.
Mir
Nachdem
geht's
das mit Amy passiert ist, könnte ich nicht.
Ja,
Wir sehen uns am Archer Square. Ich liebe dich.
ich dich auch.
Ja, endlich was zu beißen.
Verdammt, zu spät.
Da habe ich sie zum ersten Mal gesehen. Die Reaper. Vor der Explosion waren es kleine Drogendealer und Junkies. Jetzt gehört das Neonviertel ihnen. Sie nehmen sich, was sie wollen. Das wird sich heute ändern.
Wochen davon leben. Vielleicht länger. Wenn ich ein paar Leuten Stromschläge verpasse, flieht der Rest bestimmt. Dann wäre alles uns. Aber einige Leute verhungern vielleicht.
But I'm not sure, but I will try next time.
Eine ist auf. Essen wir.
Hey, Trish.
Zum Glück hast du das Essen runtergeholt. Die armen Leute sind am Verhungern.
Man tut, was man kann. Irgendwer musste ja helfen.
Diese Idioten haben Dosenpflaumen abgeworfen. Wer bitte isst denn so ein Mist?
Sehen Sie sich das an. Das Material wurde von einer Überwachungskamera bei Ground
Hey,
Zero
cool!
aufgezeichnet.
Du bist auf der
Dieser Mann hat
Video.
unsere Stadt, unsere Leben zerstört. Jetzt wissen Sie, wer für Ihre Verluste verantwortlich ist. Wenn Sie etwas über diesen Mann wissen, sagen Sie mir Bescheid.
I don't care. I don't know why people keep asking. I don't care about the language. No one else is running the games. I don't care about the language.
Schon mal als Terrorist bezeichnet worden?
But it doesn't matter.
Dass ich zur Arbeit gegangen bin.
It doesn't matter for any category. It doesn't matter.
Aber das Video. Wo hatte ich das Paket her?
I do everything that I'm doing for fun. Like I don't know. Like I keep saying it every stream. I keep saying it. People keep asking. I play in different language every stream because I don't care about the language.
Sie hat nichts gesagt.
I did my testings for any percent back in the day, but I don't really care about the rest of the categories. I don't think I'm ever going to care.
Es wurde
Like,
unangenehm.
it takes too long to do the testing. I don't have the time.
Rückzutreffen. Wir wollen weg aus der Stadt.
Dude, stop asking about that. Come on.
Nicht viele Freunde.
Just can we have like Tucker's question is like relevant, but that's it. Okay, like Jesus. Can we have like a conversation that doesn't include some meme stupid stuff? You know, like please. Jesus.
Sie haben meine Karriere auf dem Gewissen.
I keep like holding back the dumb shit, but like I cannot fucking take the dumb memes. Just stop. If you wanna have a normal conversation, yes. Okay, but don't ask about like dumb shit. I'm not gonna fucking answer any of that.
Hilfst.
Like I'm just playing a game in German, that's it.
Bis gleich.
There's nothing else.
Stampenbrücke.
Jesus.
Der schnellste Weg aus der Stadt.
Like representation for what? No, there isn't a single game in sign language.
Hier schon raus. So
Jesus Christ, like I don't understand. Like if there were anything like that, but like is there anything?
Ich könnte aus der Meute heraus ein paar Wachen an einen Stromschlag versetzen, um einen Tumult auszuhalten
Like
und sie von uns abzulenken.
I am all for representation, but like memes in speedruns, man, like this is good karma. Probably should have just waited like about 10 seconds. You would have seen it. I mean, I think at this point, like, with all of the stuff that I've been doing lately, I think I've made myself clear that like good karma is way better. So if the title doesn't say anything explicitly or the split, I'm never doing evil karma. Like I'm only doing evil karma when the title doesn't do evil karma, or when if it says platinum trophy or something like that. But any other category, if it says any percent, it's good karma. If it says no major skips, it's good karma. If it just says all missions, it's good karma. If it says like even if it like I mean with 100%, I can't really do that. But if it, I mean, I guess if it just said 100%, it would mean good karma. Like the only,
Das Video von Ground Zero gesehen und hier auf mich gewartet.
I don't remember. I don't know. I think Second Son is not played in good karma fully.
Sie sagte, ihr Mann John habe vor
I think Second Son is evil karma. It's the only game in the whole series, I think, that's
die an einem Projekt namens
supposed to like. I think it's faster to do good to do evil. I'm not too sure though.
Energie entziehen.
I don't remember anymore. I know what the record does. I have no clue. I had to watch the record.
Kontakt zu John und trotz aller ihrer Verbindungen
And I mean that. I have to watch it because I'm gonna relearn the game. I just,
haben und hat mir ein Angebot gemacht. Ich soll
from what I remember though, I think I never wanted to like relearn the game since the record happened because the whole thing is in Russian and I didn't understand anything.
Vielleicht ist also doch etwas Wahres dran.
And it's especially very bad for buying powers, for the route for the powers, because I don't understand anything, right? So like the text is kind of like a big issue. But yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think I know what to buy. Just I'll need to see whenever I actually learn the game. Oh shit! I went for it. There's another strat here that I never do, and
Der Wasserdruck der Hauptleitung unter der Brücke ist
yeah.
abgefallen. Was ist da unten los?
Die Reaper haben ein paar Rohre zerfetzt.
Interessant. Vergessen Sie nicht, wer die Fäden in der Hand hat. Finden Sie John und die Strahlenkugel und ich hole Sie da raus, ohne Fragen zu stellen. Aber wenn Sie mich hintergehen oder Dummheiten machen, werden Sie sich wünschen, Ihre Mutter hätte Sie niemals auf die Welt gebracht, Sie Armleuchter. Ist das klar?
Mann, schön dich
Ja,
zu sehen.
glasklar. Gute Arbeit am Tor, Dampfwalze.
Verdammt, den Fall habe ich überlebt. Aber zurück ans Ufer zu schwimmen? Mann, ich bin doch nicht Michael Phelps.
Aber schwimmen kannst du trotzdem.
Hey,
It's like I didn't say anything earlier.
hast du das nur überlebt, Mann? Bei der Menge Kugeln, die da rumgeflogen sind.
It's like all of my words I get lost in the wind when I talk about the languages. Of course, the language affects anything, just like in Second Son. No one has like. I'm gonna make this very clear. No one has ever tested Second Son for languages, so people don't know what the fuck the language, like the fastest language, actually is. So like, yeah. But by the way, I'm able to do this because this is no major skills. But no one has ever like tested languages for Second Son. I don't know why, but no one did back in the day. I guess like back in the day, the game, like the speedrunning scene was not like as big in most games, and that's why like nobody cared. And I've never cared about Second Sons. I've never did it. I said I would at one point do it,
Du musst mal
but I never did.
und baden.
Basically because I don't care about the game that much. I will do it at some point. I don't think no one has ever done it since then, since I said it in the Discord. No one has cared about it. I don't think it's gonna matter much because the run is still very RNG heavy, but it's still probably gonna be good to know. It's just, I don't know.
Jetzt.
For this game, like the general idea for pretty much I think all categories, that Dutch is faster, right? And the most important dialogues I've tested, and Dutch is faster, but I don't really care about that. It's irrelevant to my runs because no one else runs the game, right? It's also like preference. I don't like playing in the same language every time. It's boring. I don't do speedrunning for the you know, because there's no fame or glory anymore, you know, like if you made it years ago, then you know, like maybe, you know, like there are people who made it years ago who
Das ist seine
have
Frau.
been able to make it a job. I'm never going to.
Ich sehe
So
das
I,
Echo von jemandem.
I don't do it for that. I do it for the fun, and the fun for me is playing in different languages because I like that. There are people who only like playing in their own language, which is why the Seconds on Record is in Russian, because the guy is Russian. Can I say anything about it? No. Is it? I mean, they don't want to play in English. That's the thing, you know. Whatever. I will not play in Spanish just because I'm Spanish. Like, there are people who come in my chat and they go like, they ask me in Spanish. It's not like you guys who ask me repeatedly why I'm playing in German. Those people are like, oh, like, why are you not playing in Spanish if you're Spanish? Like, why should I play in Spanish? Like, people like asking me in Spanish, like why should anyone care about that, you know? Like, I don't think it's a matter of discussion, really, like whether or not I play in Spanish or not.
Verteilerstation hochgejagt.
I'm from Spain, but that's it, you know. Like,
Schädel platzt gleich.
oh, you don't understand the game? Oh, what a shame, you know. I can't be mad about like people using a different language in a game. Like yesterday, I couldn't watch the whole run, but I was watching someone before I left home,
Aber das Echo bis in die Kamera
and
verfolgt.
he was doing Slide 4 in Danish. I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure Danish is not the fastest language, but he's Danish, right? And he likes the Danish dub, and it's like, yeah, I mean, if you like the Danish dub, go for it, you know. Like, I remember for Slide 4, like I played many different dubs, and they were all pretty good. I never actually played. Actually, did I play? I don't think I played Danish now. I'm missing a lot of languages for that game. It's one of the fun things that I have to do whenever I relearn that game. I am actually gonna play all the dubs that I have left. Too many, by the way.
Transformator läuft. Was jetzt?
I played like maybe 6 dubs out of like, it's more than 10. I don't know how many exactly, but probably even more than 15, I think. It has some weird ones that you don't expect in many games. Wow. I'm playing this mission in autopilot. I have no idea how to play it. You skip this in 90%.
Tja, nicht sehr bald, fürchte ich. Bis später.
Dude, sometimes I read your messages in chat and I'm like, what is all of this about? Like, does anything have anything to do with what I said, or is anything going to make sense ever? Right?
Was machen Sie hier? Wurden Sie gesehen?
Ich muss die Verteilerstation hochfahren.
Sind Sie wahnsinnig? Die Reaper werden meine Frau töten. Hier kommt niemand rein.
Mach
It's conversation, but it's
Vergessen Sie's. Ich habe
it's nonsense.
Hier kommt niemand rein.
Like, most Americans know German. No, they don't.
armer Kerl.
Most Americans know only one language, and it's English.
Trotzdem muss ich da irgendwie
And they say it themselves.
Ich kann ihm entweder einen
That's it.
Stromschlag verpassen oder ihm
Like,
sagen,
some Americans know Spanish.
und
Now that's conversation, and that's not nonsense, you know. Like, also, by the way, yeah, this might be good karma, but I'm not doing all. This is the only thing that I'm doing evil karma. No, actually, no. I'm lying. It's the price also has evil karma, but that's fast. But this mission, I mean, talking to him is slow. So. I can tell I can't play this fucking mission. Jesus. When the skip for that mission was found, it was like two things, you know, were taken from the run. One of them was, of course, the mission, but then it was also the RNG from doing the mission,
Ich empfange eine
because
seltsame Störung von einem
the enemies in that mission,
Gehen Sie der Sache
or actually,
auf den
not just the enemies, the water in that mission.
Gute Frage.
Like, it is in the sewer missions. Some of them,
Vor Ort sind.
well, not some of them. In all of them, you end up going in the water at times. There are many things that can happen when you go in the water. The main one would be enemies are shooting at you and you die because you enter the water and you get damaged twice from the enemies and the water. Then there's also RNG from the water itself. You can die by going into some weird deep
Eine verschlüsselte
like hole
Nachricht.
in the
Aber ich
water.
kann sie nicht knacken.
'Cause some places have like deeper water for some reason. Well, I don't know if it's that some places have deeper water or if all water can act as deep water. I'd like to think it's probably the second. That all water can be deep. Depending on like how you like enter it or some shit.
Hören Sie das? Genau wie
You
vorher.
wouldn't get damaged only once. You would get damaged twice.
Geschafft. Aber ich brauche mehr Input.
You can get shot and, you know, like hit by a grenade at the same time. And you'll get damaged twice. If you got shot, probably, yeah.
Das ist die letzte.
Einen Moment. Okay, das sollte reichen.
Yeah, I mean, but the channel point reward, like
Auf Ihr Handy. Damit können Sie die
that's only for like the languages that the game has. That's it, you know. Like you can ask me to do a run in a language, given that the game has the language, and that I can change the language for the game, which basically means I usually do it for these games and that's it. But it's very limited.
Verstehen Sie irgendwas?
That's it.
Unglaublich. Es ist John. Er muss über diese Dateien mit seinen Leuten kommuniziert haben.
Wie bitte?
Das heißt, dass es vermutlich noch mehr davon in der Stadt gibt.
You know, nobody ever uses it, you know, except for Crastal the other day.
Sie müssen uns verraten, wo die Strahlenkugel ist.
So,
Wenn ich John und die Strahlkugel finde, bin ich raus, richtig?
Ich kenne den Deal, Cole.
Ich will nur sicher gehen.
and then this game, for example, like it has so many different you would have to switch versions, play some other languages, but there are other languages. Because the version that I'm playing right now only has like 6
Die Reaper haben sein provisorisches Versorgungslager
or maybe
überrannt
5.
und er braucht Hilfe.
No, it's 6, right?
Probleme lösen. Moja.
It's English,
Vielleicht auch einen
Spanish,
Gefallen tun.
Italian, French, German, and Dutch. 6.
Die Reaper greifen
And then there's a Polish version, and then there's the one that has Russian. Oh no, there's Portuguese as well. 7. No, actually, wait, no. The one that has Russian has Portuguese for some reason. Or at least I think so. Things are pretty scrambled in my head. I think that's how it was. It was a very weird way to find out, really. But yeah, I'm not answering that question.
Andere, die Hilfe brauchen. Halten Sie Ausschau nach ihnen.
Not relevant. Not a lot then, still enough.
Position.
In Ihrer Nähe ist ein Mobilfunkmast. Finden Sie ihn und laden Sie ihn auf.
Angst, dass ich ihnen abhaue?
Ohne den Mast verschwinden Sie aus dem Netz. Das geht nicht.
Verdammt, ich sehe verschwommen.
I mean, that's not new anymore. It's happened for years, so yes. But then again, I never remember like most of the dreams. I have no idea. Like I can't really talk about any dream specifically because I barely remember them. Like I know there was something, right? But
Wegen ihnen gehe ich noch drauf.
bam. I've probably dreamt about the Infamous. I don't remember the dreams, but I have. But I've dreamt about playing Infamous, like specifically, right? That's really about it. So it's kind of like I'm streaming, but I'm not, you know. It doesn't happen a lot though. It's not common. My head is full with other stuff.
Okay, bin drin. George? Der hat mich doch angerufen, weil er ein mega eiliges Paket hätte, das ich schleunigst ausliefern sollte. Also habe ich es getan.
Er behauptet nur, du hättest es ausliefern können. Niemand sonst.
Das war überhaupt ein Scheißjob mit mieser Bezahlung. Und als ich ankomme, ruft jemand an und sagt, ich soll das Paket öffnen. Und als nächstes wache ich in einem Krater auf.
Tja, immerhin hast du jetzt Superkräfte. Und keine Sorge wegen George und den anderen Idioten. Ich regel das. Immer diese Klatschtanten.
Gute Arbeit, Cole. Ich weiß jetzt, warum die Reaper die Wasserrohre unter der Brücke zerstört haben. Sie haben das Wassersystem isoliert und die Seuche in jedes Haus der Stadt gepumpt. Wer davon trinkt, wird krank. Oder Schlimmeres.
Na toll.
Ja, und es kommt noch besser. Berichten zufolge ist Smith Fountain bereits verseucht und es soll viele Opfer geben. Gehen Sie dorthin und überprüfen Sie das. Dann überlege ich, was zu tun ist.
Sieht nicht gut aus, Moya. Hier sind überall...
Ever play the game casually?
Das Wasser im Brunnen ist schwarz.
I mean,
Okay.
very rarely I've played them casually anymore.
Ein Ende setzen.
There's nothing else for me to play casually when it comes to the Infamous games.
Komm schon, atme, atme. Was machst du denn hier?
Ich soll
And the only game
was mit dem
that I have yet to finish casually is
so wichtig.
First Light.
Hör zu, Trish. Ich weiß, was der Kerl über
I've never done the completionist.
Ich schwöre, ich wusste nicht, was in dem Paket ist.
Ich will's nicht hören. Du willst helfen? Gut. Schließe das Ventil da drüben. Es ist blockiert. Ich kann es nicht drehen. Darüber gelangt der schwarze Teer in den Brunnen. Oh nein, es ist in deinen Augen.
But this game, like, I played the game casually 3 times, like back in, I guess, July or August or both. Because like routing the Platinum Trophy run was just, you know, I had to play the game casually multiple times to actually know what the fuck to do, because too many things to do. Yeah, I'm just gonna say this, because, like, you know, I haven't really controlled myself today, but I hope none of you get like think about it wrong, if I sound rude or tired or whatever. I'm just not in the mood for like many jokes, because every time I go out, like I did yesterday, because I had a birthday dinner yesterday. It was a very good night, and we had a very good night, you know, me and my friends. But every time I go out like that, I drain myself socially, and streaming is kind of hard afterwards. And the reason why I'm streaming is because I wanted to challenge myself this month to stream every day, so I am doing it, but I am not gonna take dumb jokes today, which is why I've been rude earlier. Now, I apologize for anything that might sound wrong, but I am not trying to hurt anyone's feelings. I'm just trying to be real with the stuff. Sometimes I just hold back, so I don't really care much, but today I am not in the mood to not care. Because the part that allows me to not care is, you know, drained today. So today I'm just rude and I have a, you know, I'm in a bad mood, but I'm not like feeling bad, if you understand what I'm trying to say. You know? Like, I can play the game, I can stream, but I am not in the greatest mood ever. Yeah, what's up, girl? How's it going, dude? Just you just had to explain that, because I've said a few things in this stream that weren't that great, and I feel bad, but like I cannot feel bad today. I keep like, sometimes I read shit in the chat that I just like go over and I never really care about it, but sometimes like I snap. And it happens usually when, you know, when I'm not in a good mood, or yesterday I went out and, you know, I drained myself. My social battery is done. Like, if I wouldn't be able to go out today, it would be atrocious. Nah, but like, I mean, it doesn't matter much. Like, the streaming thing is not what's draining me. Is the, you know, like, it was yesterday's night. it was a very good night, but it's draining. You know, it's pretty draining. And like, as much as I like streaming and playing games, because it has nothing to do with what happened last night. Last night was great, by the way. I'm just tired. My brain just cannot take some of the stuff today. And like back in the day, I would have just stopped the stream after the like, and after like being like rude the first time, I would have probably stopped the stream. Would have felt bad. Would have been like, yeah, fuck this. I'm not streaming today. Although to be fair, back in the day, I wouldn't have had anyone in chat. I would have just quit because I, you know, oh, I'm not feeling great. Go. Stupid. That was kind of late, though. You're not draining me. I don't think anyone in chat is ever going to drain me. Like if I streamed for 10 hours a day, maybe, but I don't do that, you know. So it's we're fine. Yeah, I'm doing German today because, as I explained earlier, I don't care about the language, and I haven't played in German in a while. That's a second thing that I didn't say earlier. So, other than not caring about the language, it's also that I like the language dub, and I haven't played German in a while. It's I also haven't played this game in a while. I tried on Monday, actually. I tried playing this game on Monday and I just couldn't. Yeah, like that stream I had to quit. I wasn't feeling great, right? But that one I was feeling bad. By the way, that game that stream I wasn't great in general, right? It wasn't the social battery. It was something else. You know? So for that stream, I couldn't continue. It was just not the greatest feeling, and I just stopped the stream, and that's it. Like, there's nothing I can say about it. There was no real explanation that I can give. It just happens sometimes. I just don't feel like it, right? I just took that day off. That's it, and you know, like the next day was good, and I kept going. Yeah, there's going to be one more week of me ranting about dumb shit, and then next month will be way better because I will not stream every day. I will not be ranting every day for you guys. You'll probably love that. Did I buy the correct thing? Did I, right? Oh yeah, right. I was already on it. I wasn't gonna count. Oh god. You never heard German with this game? I've only really heard it a few times. No, not really too many. I like it. I played Infamous 2 a lot more in German back in the day. Before I found out Dutch was faster. Like if we compare, like I've done way more Infamous 2, and it shows. Although in comparison, beating the record for this game is harder. I mean, right now it is. If I get a 224 or like 223 or close to that, then it will not be. It will not be harder anymore. I would say like 247 in this game maybe. Before it becomes way harder.
Gute Arbeit, Cole. Wenn Sie fertig sind, habe ich weitere Hinweise für Sie. Einer davon könnte zu John führen. Sehen Sie den alten Zug? Die Reaper halten dort Gefangene. Als Pfand, um sich bei den Leuten aus dem Neonviertel Respekt zu verschaffen. Es kann sein, dass John dort eingesperrt ist.
So yeah, I also have it's not only that I'm drained, I also, like, between last night and today, you know, I have consumed a lot of good food. Let's just put it that way. Like, Last night's dinner was it was a birthday dinner, and like my friend took us to like a special restaurant,
Der Zug hält an.
Die Reaper
and
haben den Spannungsverteilerkasten
other than the
auf den
restaurant being quite
aktiviert. Laden Sie
expensive,
auf, bis die Anzeige komplett
the
grün
food
ist.
was great,
Dann sollte die Fahrt
right? It
weitergehen.
was just like
Ich werde ihn suchen.
it was just like the right amount of food, but holy, like it was like some of the stuff was like so rich, you know, like flavor bombs all around. Because it was like one of these like experiences that has like multiple plates. It was 8 plates, although we had 9 because the bartender was like, wait, like, he was like, you saw this in the other table, you liked it, I'm just gonna bring it back, and you know, I'll just bring you guys some. He just added a plate to our menu. And then today we bought a chicken to make in the oven. So I just I made a very good chicken, you know. Yeah, I had strength to make that today. Like that was, I think I spent all of my strength cooking today. And that's exactly what happened. Just the food is just making me more tired.
Sie sind fast da. Ich sage allen Bescheid, dass
Does it
Sie
become more RNG towards the end?
keine
The whole game is
Falschen
RNG.
enttäuschen Sie sie nicht.
Los geht's.
When things in this game or in Infamous just seem easy, or like they seem like I do them like easily or fast, it's not because I choose to do them fast, it's because the game allows me to do them fast. Also, this run is like my splits for this are not great, so I mean, unless I do very bad, I think they're gonna most likely gonna look good for the most part, because I haven't been at record level for any percent in a while for this game. So whenever I've done runs,
An der Station.
even when I did this run back then, I wasn't that great at the game, and I'm still not that great at the game. Like a 4-minute get in here, like I'm losing some time in here, but like I don't think I did anything that wrong. I'm still losing some time in here. It's crazy how it goes.
Heuchler. Gestern wollten sie meinen Kopf.
Yeah, I love food.
Jetzt tun sie, als wären sie
It's
meine
just,
Familie.
it's my thing. And like today, like,
Gesagt, hat es gut getan, wenn auch nur
you know,
kurz, wie ein Held behandelt zu werden. Sehr gut.
when it comes to baking things in the oven, like when it comes to meats in particular,
Aber er war nicht da.
like especially like me in particular, there's like chicken and potatoes right now, they come out amazing. And then ribs as well. There's like also lamb that I prepare quite well. Haven't done it in a while though. I'm especially good at baking dessert, but when it comes to like chicken, I've been like it's been like changing over the months, and like today's was probably the best I've done in like ever. But like the last one I did was close to this, so like I think I finally have like the recipe that I want to use. That's the whole thing, you know.
Es ist genau das gleiche wie bei
And then like last night's dinner was
Ich habe einen
I mean, an experience, you know, let's just put it that way. It was a good experience. The food was amazing.
Ich finde heraus, was los ist.
Just the right amount of food to make you full.
Moja, es ist schon wieder der schwarze Teer. Überall
You
sind
could like, you could taste the flavors that were explained for each plate, right?
hier hoch und sehe
Which was like the best thing about it. Because if it's gonna be like a small plate, it better have the good, you know, the good flavors.
werden schwächer.
Flavors were there.
Geht irgendwann vorbei. Und wenn das Zeug ins Wasser gelangt, werden viele Leute krank. Und die sind nicht so stark wie Sie.
Noch ein Spritzer ins Gesicht. Wenn ich die Pumpe überlade, bleibe ich unversehrt. Aber alle, die das Wasser erreicht, werden krank. Wessen Gesundheit ist mehr wert? Meine oder Ihre?
Ihre. Meine oder ihre?
Ich weiß, es tut weh, Cole. Aber da müssen Sie durch.
Nicht meine. Oh, by the way, now that you're here, Kurl, like, you know, like, I was like waiting because like you're probably one of the few people that are gonna be like interested in this. So like, I've come to the conclusion that there are two runs that I would propose for the 28th, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like, I mean, I will most likely end up doing more stuff on Sunday as well, but like, I think I know what I want to do. So like, now that I have finally come back to the PS4 games, and that I have the idea to run them again. So one of the choices oh god. Wait. Let me finish this. Oh shit, Gulch with the raid. What's up? Hey, Ali Club, what's up? Thank you for the good luck. Oh god. I did not die. Your goal how was your stream, man? So you were doing Doom? How was the dooming? Thank you for the GL, man. As I was saying, so like the two options that I have for next Saturday are doing an Infamous Anthology run or doing an Infamous Trilogy all missions, which are like equally long, I would say. I mean, the Anthology will end up being a bit longer, but it's one of the two, I think. So, we don't really get anything going today, but it happens. It happens, especially with a run like that. I guess it's probably way harder with a run like Doom 80%, to be honest. Kind of like what happened with Necrobition, or you know, like, I mean, most of the games that you run are kind of like that, like the Fear games and even the Bioshock games. Sometimes like, you can do like a 3-4 hour stream, not get anything going, and that is just how it is for those games. It just happens. But yeah, the idea is, so like, I can definitely do the Anthology run or the other run on the Saturday. However, I'm probably going to like put up some incentives, like very small sub incentives. So it's like I can, you know, like do some of the stuff on the Saturday and some of the on the Sunday, and then like crank up difficulty of the runs, basically. So like it's either we go from anthology any percent to hard mode, and then hard mode all missions. So I would be able to do the hard mode run no matter what, right? If I got the incentive to do all missions, I would have to do it in 2 days. And it's the same for the trilogy run. It would be going trilogy run hard mode and then 100%. Right? That's pretty much what the incentives would be. It would just be like moving the runs through a different thing. It would end up not being a trilogy or an anthology, really. It would just be 2 different days of runs. Because I can't commit to doing the whole run in 1 day right now. But I can commit to do it in 2 days. You know? And I think both things like are kind of nice in a way. It's like, I mean, I've never done some of the stuff that I'm saying, but like I don't really care much. You know, I've never played Second Son or First Light on hard mode. I've never played all the missions for those games. Although, I mean, for Second Son, yes, but for First Light, no. Although I am going to be playing the game casually this week because I'll use my free time that I've been using for God of War Sons of Sparta to play First Light this week, because I finished Sons of Sparta the other day. I got the Platinum Trophy, and I was like, that was like so much fun just playing something casually again. And I've been able to play something casually while streaming and speedrunning and working, which is insane. I think about it and it's like, what? Do you have any preference? I think my idea is, I think what I'm gonna do is, I mean, I'll see if it works. You know, I think I'm gonna make a poll, like right now, whenever I can. Probably, I can make it during the Sasha cutscene, like after I kill Sasha, or after I defeat Sasha. You never kill her, but. Yo, Decent, what's up? How's it going, man? I mean, to be honest though, like I don't have any preference. I think both sound like an amazing experience in a way. In like one of them, you get to see me play 3 games, and then in the other, you get to see me play all the games, right? The difference is that I'm not doing Hando for all the games with the big incentive, because I can't commit to that yet. It's too much. Like, I'm committing to all missions, which is already like quite long. But, like, even in 2 days doing Hando for all the games is a bit too much for right now. Although it will most likely, like, the thing is, yeah, I've talked about this before. I'm probably gonna do that. I'm not too sure yet. It's probably either gonna be the end of March or the 3rd week of April. Because the last week of March and the 3rd week of April, I'm free. There's no school, there's no classes. I have no work. So I will do some platinum runs in those. And I might do all of the platinum runs for the games. I might do all of them. So, you know, stay tuned for that, I guess. But as of right now, I can't really commit to doing the Hando. And then when it comes to, like, when it comes to First Light, the thing is that Hundo for First Light is the way I see it. I'm not too sure because I haven't looked into it, but I think Hundo for First Light would be the Platinum Trophy, because I don't think it makes any sense to have a separate category, because like Hundo for that game is completing everything and then completing the arenas, which would give you trophies, and then you would only have to like play the game on hard, I think, to finish the game, like to finish the Hundo, right? So it's like, might as well just combine everything, do Platinum Trophy. I don't think I'm ever gonna like make a category that's different. I think it's gonna be just Platinum Trophy. I'm not too sure though. I have to look into it. But yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is like I mean, my incentives, like the things that I'm like gonna commit to this week, right? It's I will switch categories, category difficulty for any of the runs, that I do, that I end up doing next Saturday. If I hit 10 subs, and then, well, oh wait, oh my god, dude, oh my god, yeah, never mind. I'm gonna have to redo this. I'm sorry about that. I'm gonna lose like 30 seconds or 40 seconds, but it's fine. I just my brain is not working today. I already said I'm drained, and the blast radius for the grenades, for the good karma grenades, is insane. By the way, that's why they didn't die earlier, but they're dying now. You know, it's why the evil karma grenades are not good, because it's not the radius that gets upgraded or on the damage. It's they become what are they called again? Those grenades that divide. I'm getting the Spanish word for some reason now. What is it? Whatever. Yeah, that grenade is bad. It sucks. Okay. Now this grenade, on the other hand, you can see it's kind of OP. So the reason why I always upgrade here is because of that. It's because you don't really need it earlier, but you need it now. But as I was saying, I think that the idea is switching category difficulties if I hit 10 subs, and if I hit more than 20 subs, like new subs, right? Then I switch to both days. I will end up doing something on the Sunday anyway, but it's, you know, it's more fun for me with the incentives, you know. So I'll probably do something shorter on the Sunday after the longer run. No matter what, though, even if I don't hit anything, it's still gonna be a very short, a very long run on Saturday. By the way, just for anyone that is hearing this, next Saturday I'm gonna be doing the run. No matter which one I end up doing, it's gonna be at least 12 hours. The trilogical missions is like 11 hours, I would say. The anthology would be something like that. Like it's most likely gonna be 13 hours, 12 and a half, 13 hours, because I mean I have to read on Second Son, and I don't have enough time to really learn it. So even if I were to get like my last run the other day was a 4-hour Second Son run. Even if I were to do like 3.5 hours, which is probably what's gonna end up happening, it's still like gonna be way longer than I anticipate. It's just, we'll see what happens, you know. But it's gonna be like over 10 hours, and oh my god. If anyone ever wonders why I never stay where like I never like stop where the mission starts. I always stop before getting to that point, and the reason why is because of that. What just happened there. If you stay where the mission starts, the mission marker does not work, and so the mission never starts. Oh god, this is bad because I was already getting damaged earlier. Every time I do this skip, it feels like I'm gonna do Sasa skip, but no, I'm not. I'm not doing Sasa skip. So like, I feel like I wouldn't really care much starting them a bit later than I usually do for that. So I might go. I mean, I am most likely gonna have like a free like Saturday morning, but I think I might start them at like 11 or 12. I'll have to like look at that this week. Like usually I would start around like that, around like 8 or 9 a.m. But I'm not sure if I'll have to do something Saturday morning. So I'm just gonna, you know, I'll have to look into that these days. But it's most likely just going to be something like that, you know. I think it's 11 or 12 probably, what I'll try to do. Basically like before lunch, I'll be having lunch in the middle of one of the runs. And that's it. Or actually, I might have lunch before, like way earlier. And then like I'll have like dinner in the middle of one of the runs. Or I might even like throw in like a pause. We'll see. You know. It really depends. Yeah, I mean, I think pretty much anyone's gonna be able to watch like part of it, even if they can't like watch the start or something. I think most people will be able to watch part of it. Oh, by the way, this run apparently was very bad because I think it crashed. I think the game crashed in here. I'm not sure. I don't know what happened. I would have to check my run for that. But apparently it crashed because 13 minutes. That is a long dinner with Sasha, you know. Let's go. Yeah, by the way, as I'm playing the game, I'm getting like a little bit more energy to continue playing. And what I said earlier about like being a little bit drained, I am starting to wake up. As much as I must say as much as I hate speaking, sometimes I actually enjoy conversation. It's just, you know, when I go to ESA or any like event or when I'm anywhere really, it feels like I'm very introverted at times, but then not really like at all times, you know, because okay, cool. This time I have to remember to recharge when I do the like before the third hit or before the third, like whatever this is called. because I always forget, and it's very important to get power so I can death warp. I never remember.
Mist. Warum stirbst du nicht einfach?
There we go. That's 3 course meal with Sasha. Yep.
Du wirst es nie kontrollieren, Cole. Sieh mich an. Sieh, was es gemacht hat. Es kontrolliert dich.
Vor der Explosion war Sascha böse und verrückt. Und wie ist sie jetzt? Werden meine Kräfte das Gleiche mit mir machen? Meinen Körper und Geist verändern? Ist das meine Zukunft? Egal. Sie weiß auf jeden Fall von den Erdgeborenen und der Strahlenkugel. Ich muss etwas unternehmen und deswegen werde ich mit ihr sprechen. Und zwar jetzt. Sie waren schnell. Überall Rauch. Sascha wurde rausgezogen. Wer auch immer sie waren. Sie waren Profis, für sowas ausgebildet. Es war keine Zeit zum Nachdenken. Überall tropfte Wasser herunter und alles brach zusammen. Ich konnte nicht zurück. Also lief ich in die Slums von Warren.
Cole, was war los da unten? Ist Sascha tot?
Schön wär's. Fast hatte ich sie besiegt, aber dann kamen Maskierte.
I was gonna make a poll with the Twitch thing, but like I can only make it.
Das waren sicher
I can only make it 10 minutes. 10 minutes is not enough. I want a poll.
Ja,
I want a poll
es gibt in dem
that is
gesamten
longer than 10
Strom
minutes.
mehr. Und ich
So
kann kaum noch laufen. Ich werde
I am
die nächste
most likely
Folge
just gonna make it with something else. And I know a website for that, so haven't used this website in a while.
Informationen über Warren. Einige Tage vor der Explosion haben sich die Obdachlosen dort zusammengeschlossen und das Viertel unter
Also character limit. Fuck that, you know.
Das erklärt wohl, warum sie alle Mülltüten tragen.
Ich befürchte, dass ein extrem mächtiger Konduit ihr Anführer ist. Man sollte sie also nicht unterschätzen.
Verstanden.
Ooh, finally have, you know, travel with style. I don't know how it's in German, but I don't know what it is. What they say. Oh.
Reisen mit Stil.
Cool. Sure. Yeah, I had the idea of like maybe like thinking about other like longer runs to do, but I think right now I only want to commit to Infamous. So I just really thought about it like this.
du dich an Dwight? Ich habe seine Schwester getroffen. Sie meint, er sei in Schwierigkeiten. Wollte wissen, ob du ihn suchen kannst.
Right? Hat der nicht dein Auto geklaut und auseinandergenommen?
Ja, er ist ein echter Chaot. Aber ich stehe schon ewig auf seine Schwester und du würdest mir einen riesigen Gefallen damit tun.
Und du meinst, wenn ich Dwight finde, belohnt sie dich?
Mann, ich kann von hier aus nichts machen. Sie sagt, sie hat Dwight das letzte Mal im Chummy Chicken gesehen. Er hat wohl dort gearbeitet. Das könnte ein guter Ausgangspunkt für dich sein.
Dwight ist tot, Sieg. Jemand hat ihn übel zugerichtet.
Oh nein, seine Schwester dreht durch, wenn ich ihr das sage. Mann, du musst die Mörder finden. Und ich könnte sie trösten, oder? Komm schon, das wäre was.
Irgendwas stimmt ganz und gar
God
nicht.
damn it,
mit
I
dir,
wanted
Sieg.
to. I can't do it. This fucking chat. Oh shit. Can do it here, right? Yeah. There you go, it's pinned.
Kannst du mit diesem See-Ding den Mörder erkennen?
There we go. Now it's pinned.
Sieht aus wie ein Mann und ein Hund oder so.
Dwight wurde von einem Hund getötet?
By the way, this doesn't count as a major skip, just in case
Oder
anyone.
mein Cousin? Bei der Beerdigung
And the reason it's not counted as a major skip is because I said it, you know.
übel, echt. Es war schrecklich. Ich habe mich immer noch nicht davon erholt.
But yeah, that's it. That's the ball. If you guys want to.
Und?
Noch
Und?
nichts. Ich musste mir ein paar Müllmonster vom Leib halten.
Took a weird like route there. I have no idea what I did there, but
Such weiter, Mann. Du musst
weird
den
as shit,
Dwight
to be
umgebracht
honest.
hat.
Come on, can I stop like bumping into everything?
Endlich habe ich dich, du Weichei. Hey Sieg, ich habe mich um Dwights Mörder gekümmert. Und damit es klar ist, das war eine einmalige Sache. Ich helfe dir nicht mehr mit den Frauen.
Hey, alles klar, Alter. Du hast was gut bei mir.
Das sieht nicht gut aus. Trish, ich habe Roger gefunden. Er muss diese Typen irgendwie verärgert haben. Sie sind hinter ihm her.
Die Vergänglichen entführen Gerüchten zufolge Ingenieure und Mechaniker und halten sie als Sklaven. Schlimmer noch, sie exekutieren alle öffentlich, die sich weigern, für sie zu arbeiten. Wenn sie Roger haben, musst du sie alle gleichzeitig erledigen, sonst töten sie ihn.
Keine Sorge, ich rette ihn.
Sie sind dieser Typ, oder? Der mit den Kräften.
Ja, und Sie sind Roger Miller? Trish Daly schickt mich. Sie hofft, Sie können die Zugbrücke über dem Stone Canal reparieren.
Trish? Steckt sie auch in der Stadt fest?
Ja, leider.
Mann, wir waren früher zusammen zelten. Wir haben etwas den Kontakt verloren, als ihr Vater verletzt wurde. Was ist mit Amy? Ist sie rausgekommen?
Ja, ist sie.
Gut. Gut. Ich hätte nicht gerne gesehen, dass beide hier festsitzen. Mann, das Ding ist ganz schön am Arsch.
It's actually very hard to like
Sieh mir den Rücken frei.
to choose. Like that's why like I was like, what? I mean, I came up with like all of these options. I'm like, those are the two best.
Schätze, die wollen die Brücke zulassen.
I guess if I had to choose myself, like, and no one else like could decide for me, I would choose the anthology just because I haven't done it in a while. But then like, I think about it and it's like, Would I really choose that? I'm not sure.
Sind Sie
You know,
bald fertig?
Ich arbeite so schnell ich kann.
because you know, initially I did say I wasn't gonna do something that long, but then I thought about it better. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'll do it. I don't really care much.
Das darf nicht wahr sein. Die Hydraulik auf der anderen Seite funktioniert nicht.
Kriegen Sie das hin?
Nein, dazu muss ich auf die andere Seite der Brücke. Hey, Moment. Ich weiß jemanden, der uns helfen könnte. Lou? Roger hier. Die Hydraulik Nummer 4 auf der anderen Seite des SC funktioniert nicht. Und ich brauche deine Hilfe. Wo bist du?
Memorial Park bei der Brücke. Aber ohne Waffe gehe ich bestimmt nirgends hin. Hier wimmelt es nur so von Reapern.
Ja, also ich schick dir was Besseres als eine Waffe. Bis gleich.
Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest. I didn't remember this run had a crash. Otherwise, I would have actually,
Schnell erwischen.
I would have actually probably done it earlier. Again, I didn't remember about the crash.
Alles klar?
So
Wow, das war der Wahnsinn. Hat Roger sie geschickt?
Ja. Gehen wir. Was wollten die Reaper denn von Ihnen?
Sie haben erfahren, dass die Vergänglichen nach Ingenieuren für ihren Turm suchen.
Hey Jolly, what's up?
Nicht für einen Handel. Dachten, sie kriegen
You know this is German because you play Wolfenstein.
Bauwerk des
I mean that is a good reason.
kommt der Todesstrom.
Actually, that is a decent reason to know that this is German. Oh my god, did he fall? Was he shot? He got shot. Motherfucker. It's the first time ever doing this route that I'm doing. Because like back when I was bad at the game and we did like some weird routes, this would happen a lot. This is what happens usually, but him getting shot is like, yeah. What just happened right now is kind of like RNG in his pathing. Sometimes he doesn't know how to do things. He doesn't know how to walk, and then he just
Sie kommen.
trips over something. Very, very, very special. Come on, guys, it's fun. How is one of them alive? How are you alive?
Die Luft ist rein. Sie können losgehen.
Oh, dude, is that a 5-stream streak? Yo, let's go. I'll go down. I'll go down and this guy. Oh wait, you're here? That's new. What the hell? I mean, if you see the guy going around the building, he will probably just like get stuck because that's like their pathing is fucked. Yeah, dude.
Die Vergänglichen.
Nice streak, man.
Probleme mehr bereiten. Sie sollten nach Lou sehen.
To be honest though, like I'm just happy that I was able to do what I've been doing lately anyway, you know. And I hope some of you are as well, because you know, I've been putting in the hours, not really like
Alles scheint in Ordnung zu sein. Nur die Spannung ist
crazy hours, but I've been putting in the time to like make things a little bit better
Zurücktreten.
for everyone in a way.
Ich würde gerne noch etwas plaudern.
Because like once I understood that I couldn't continue doing Dark Souls 2, I had to find something else. And it's the same with Chains of Olympus. Once I understood that I couldn't keep going with that, I'm like, I have to find something else. And my head at the time was like, wait, there's the perfect combination of stuff that you can do right now, right? First it was Life 4, and then it was Second Son on First Life. especially first slide and slide 4. Second son, not so much, but it's not a, you know, terrible game. So I
Hi, es ist die Mailbox von Trish.
Diese Superheldengeschichte ist klasse, echt. Man jagt Verbrecher, hat aber bei den Frauen. Könnte ich mich mal gewöhnen.
Du bist nicht
so yeah, like I'm just happy I'm, you know, right now I'm in a position where like I know
diese Kräfte zu haben.
there are gonna be some people watching
Die Leute hier beten.
no matter what I do that day, really.
Was habe ich davon?
Oh Mist, ich muss los. Dwights Schwester wartet sehnsüchtig auf.
And I also like
Du weißt schon.
doing all that shit, you know, like the longer runs. I'm just like, I just really like doing that, multiple games and like different languages. The language stuff I'll just like,
Ich gehe zur nächsten
I'll leave to you guys to choose whenever the time comes.
Ich verfolge außerdem ein paar neue. Ich melde mich, wenn der Strom wieder
By using channel points and whatnot.
Also, Dwights Schwester ist gerade weg. Es war eine Katastrophe.
Was? Steht sie doch nicht auf dich?
I should probably make use of some of the stuff like the polls and whatnot in Twitch, to like allow you guys to like get more points and shit, you know, like gamble, you know, do some gamba and whatnot. But
Sehr gerne, aber nur als Freund. Ich werde immer deinem Freund.
like most of the stuff that people do is like, oh, will I PB or will I reset, things like that, you know.
Frauen sind eine Sache für sich. Ich werde sie nie verstehen.
How about save gambling though, you know, reach channel points, raid. Holy shit, is that a raid? We are the wings, indeed. Indeed. We are the wings, indeed. It's funny because, like, for some people, that's, like, very out of context right now. Because like, there are people here that probably never knew me running that game. And it sounds like a very stupid meme, but it's... Out of the sounds that I want to take... off of that list, that's not one of them.
Also habe ich Trish beim Beladensbusses geholfen und sehe Dwights Schwester mit so einem Typen. Sie hat nicht mal zu mir
I do want to add some others, I don't know which ones, though.
Sie war schon immer so. Aber was soll's. Hält mich auf Distanz.
There was also something I wanted to make, that it's most likely gonna happen at some point as well, at least. I need to finish it up. But I was making, so basically, like, I wanted to have a command that, like, someone can, like, use channel points for. Not too many, by the way, like, kind of like the audience that you're using with that. And it would be a command that played random, like, sound files from a folder. And it was gonna be just, like, Mass Effect funny lines, but I never ended up finishing it up. Because I needed to, like, gather more random quotes, but... Because there are some, like, funny things in those games, it's just... You know... But I feel like I could do it with, like... You know, just add more shit to it. And just, like, it plays random shit. But I have to find, like, the actual stuff that I like. Because I don't want it to just be a random shit. Just, like, I want it to be random, but... You want people to know that you're not a bad guy and you play fun games. What is that, like, referring to? You know, from what I'd say, because I have Is, you know, like I have no say in what people think about me when it comes to being a good or a bad guy. You know, if someone wants to think that I'm a bad guy, then
Ich habe von nicht autorisierten Drohnen gehört, die in Warren patrouillieren. Da es nicht unsere sind, sollten sie besser
gamble when
nachschauen.
we channel. But I mean, a lot of people do that. You know, like they like there's people who have who do like who make polls every time, and it's basically like, oh, will he PV, or like, what time will I get? Will it be this? Will it be that? I mean, it works better in like certain in certain streams in which like there are like, I mean, usually in online games, you know, like, will I win? Will I lose? And it's just like win and lose situation, and then. But it's just like ways for like engagement in the chat and whatnot, because like a lot of people do it just for that. But that's been a thing for years, right? You know, like I've had years to think about things like that. I've never thought of them. You know, it's goes.
Du hast gut reden. Du wirst schon sehen.
Ooh. Let's see. There we go. I think I have that time in. It's just like I did the timing wrong the first 2 times. That's why I failed massively. Insider information, I mean.
Was zur Hölle hast du hier?
Yeah, I think there's a reason I'll be able to beat them, you know. But it kind of makes sense, you know.
Die hätten dich töten können.
Was redest du da?
But it's what I always say though. Like I'm only the like the undisputed record holder for these games, because there's no one else. That's right. There were people back then, and there have been some people for Infamous 2, and then for Infamous 1, kind of the same. But I just got better. It's just I did more runs, right? It's like if you look at, for example, like you look at First Light, for example, right? You will see that the record is a 114. I have a 117, and Ali has a 119. Right? There's been more competition in that game, seconds, and also the same. Die Erstgeborenen, the first sons, by the way.
Wissen Sie mehr als wir?
Nein, aber wir können nichts riskieren.
The first
Finden Sie
to be
anderen
born.
Drohnen, schießen Sie sie ab und sammeln Sie die Flugschreiber. Und Cole, die Drohnen sind programmiert und zerstören sich bei Absturz selbst. Keine Ahnung, warum das bei der nicht passiert ist. Wenn Sie sie abgeschossen haben, müssen Sie sie sofort finden.
Die Erstgeborenen. I think I have enough time to do this, right? Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't able to do it fast enough.
Hören Sie sich das mal an, Cole.
Nein! Aufhören!
I'll
Ich
take it,
tue
I don't
alles,
care.
was du willst.
Sie sind wohl ein ganz harter, hä?
Im Gegenteil. Ich bin schwach, sehr schwach sogar. Deshalb müssen Sie diese Lektion gut lernen. Sehr gut sogar.
This is kind of like the burning wells of Infamous 1, except it's way worse, you know? When we complain about burning wells,
Die Starken
but then Infamous 1 has this,
darin, dass sie den
I think it's, you know,
ihn sogar lieben,
not
egal
great.
wie groß er ist, und dabei das Ziel immer im Auge behalten. Können Sie sich das merken?
Yeah, I tried to go for the strat that I found. It's just I did the start wrong already. I was never gonna get anything.
Das sollte der letzte sein.
Ihr Telefon reicht nicht aus, um eine so große...
I mean, it looks like a decent enough
Ihr Telefon reicht nicht
mission,
aus,
though.
um eine so große Datenmenge zu senden. Sie müssen sie per Satellit hochladen. Auf dem Dach des alten Coleridge-Gebäudes ist einer. Hoffentlich funktioniert er.
Yeah, to be honest, like when a drone goes into the water, it's kind of like what can happen with the cap in Burning Wells, except it's a higher chance.
Sie müssen alles haben.
Es wird eine Weile dauern, das durchzugehen. Ich melde mich, wenn ich was Interessantes finde.
Finden Sie die verdammte Kugel, damit ich aus der Schusslinie komme.
Yeah, it was kind of save time. It was decent. So yeah, the movement is way easier. Yeah, it's way better.
Die Dustmen meinen, wenn sie ihre Schiffe mit
Like if you could do the stuff that is done in Infamous 2
Wollen wohl nicht mitspielen.
with Ice Launch,
alle Kräfte an den
this game would be way better.
zu schießen.
Something like that would just make it so much better. It's kind of like, I mean,
Vorwarnung.
since Infamous 1, they've improved the movement quite a bit. Infamous 2 has way better movement. Second Son, you know, like, he has so many options to move. In that, like,
Mit unserer Abmachung zu tun.
it's great. First Light is also very good.
Werde ich ersetzt. Die Insel wird bombardiert und unsere Abmachung platzt.
Like, the First Light is like the perfect one, because being able to just
Gut.
move,
Reden Sie nie wieder so mit mir.
like, use the neon stuff to move freely, right? And then you press X and you go up quite a bit, actually. And then you can chain it, right?
Schlecht.
And then there's these boosts throughout the map in First Light, right? I fucking hate this. Did I even like hit anything in there? I did not. Okay.
Trish, wie steht's um das Krankenhaus?
Die Außenseite ist ziemlich zerstört. Aber
I haven't played this game like properly in a while, and every time I play this game lately, I just fail that, or I randomly get it, and I think I know why now. It's less a positioning issue, more of an aiming issue, but it's also more I need to position myself a little bit to the right so I can. There's like a visual I had, and I just remembered about it, and I'm like, oh,
Sieh sofort dahin.
I see why I'm failing it now. It's so stupid.
Werfen Sie dann Bomben ab?
Der Präsident hat letzte Woche alles in die Wege geleitet. Wenn die
Like this mission, for example, right? This mission is like one of the it's one of the easiest in this run.
Dann löschen Sie die
Yet,
Stadt aus.
if you fail some of the stuff, you die, you lose so much time. It's so bad, you know.
wollen oder nicht, Cole. Da müssen die
Infamous 2 doesn't have this many that are like this. It's mostly fights. In this game, you have to remember about like where enemies are, so you can like shoot grenades, shoot missiles, so they don't kill you. Oh wow, you lost a lot of time in there, huh? I think I know what happened. I think I know why this is. There's so much time loss. I'm guessing the second.
Cole,
The one I failed. I think that one I failed it for like a minute
sperren den Weg
straight.
zum Krankenhaus. Ich brauche
It's usually what happens, by the way. If there's time save, it's
Vielleicht können
because
wir
of that.
reden, wenn wir das durchgestanden haben.
vielleicht. Erst muss ich mich
I did this run back when I was doing the Platinum Trophy stuff, and
Klar.
I think I did it before, actually. So I basically like hadn't played the game in a while, and I did this run.
Ich habe sie beobachtet, Cole.
Although realistically, though, I didn't lose 9 minutes. I lost
Ein echter.
way less. It's just
Sie prahlen wirklich mit
I crashed in Sasha.
lächerlich.
Und das muss ich mir von einem
Oh yeah, right. Festival of Blood because of the swarm. The swarm.
Kommen keine zweite Chance. Jedes Mal, wenn sie versagen, bricht eine Welt.
Yeah, but the difference between the swarm and the first light movement in that is that in first light you can do it without having to recharge, right?
Es auch lernen.
That's why it's so powerful.
Wissen Sie was? Kriechen Sie endlich aus Ihrem Loch.
But in this game, it's in Festival of Blood you have to be recharging the whole time.
Alles zu seiner Zeit.
Now you could, if there was infinite blood though.
Die Reaper haben mich bei meiner letzten Fahrt angegriffen. Sie glauben mich auch.
Holy shit, this split is
Ich schaffe es
garbage,
nicht
dude.
alleine zum Krankenhaus.
Überlass sie mir.
Ich habe Roger beauftragt, das Dach des Busses mit einem Metallgitter zu versehen. Und ein Generator setzt es unter Strom. Das sollte dir durchgehend Energie liefern.
Wow, ganz schön clever.
Naja.
Yeah, it's always funny how with Infamous 2 and Festival of Blood, it's the same relationship that I have with Bioshock in a way, except my favorite Bioshock game is actually Bioshock 2 Minerva Stand, right? The equivalent to what Festival of Blood is, except Minerva Stand is a standalone DLC with a different character, but it's, I mean, basically the same thing. It's just a standalone game, which with very similar gameplay, right? Which is what Festival of Blood is. It's very similar gameplay because, even though you have the same powers, you can't fly in the base game. Right? And then like Bioshock 2 Universe then has what I always say is the perfect combination of gameplay and story, because it has a very good story and it has very good gameplay. Because Bioshock 2's gameplay is the best out of all of them. It is a shame that Bioshock 2's story crash. Because the movement in that game is the greatest. Now you could argue that Bioshock 1 with the body source is cool movement as well, but it doesn't beat just pure like not glitched movement. Yeah, yesterday, I did 2 runs of First Light. I got at 129 and at 126. And now that I get at 126, like, I think I'm finally ready to start relearning the game. You know, only 9. That was like only 9 minutes off my PB. Now, if I relearn the route, I can do way better than that. Even I can do PB attempts. Like my PB is only what was it, 2.5 minutes off the record, something like that. Actually, no, it's yeah, it would be like 210, 220, I think, off the record, which isn't a lot, you know.
Ich habe ein Bild des Anführers der Dustman. Zwar noch ohne Namen, aber ich lasse es analysieren. Ich melde mich, wenn ich einen Namen habe.
Fahr durch!
So yeah, like now, instead of relearning just one game, like I was doing with Chains of Olympus, I'm gonna relearn 2 games, maybe even 3. If I decide to start relearning Slife 4 as well. Well, not relearning, learning. Like, Slife 4 is kind of like a new game, because I've never properly learned the game.
Geschafft.
Cole, ich habe die Ergebnisse der Fotoanalyse. Es ist Alden Tate, der Sohn von Richard Tate.
Yeah, I've changed my
Konzentrieren Sie
my
sich.
goals,
Wichtig.
my plans,
Ich war wie erstarrt.
because in March I'm gonna be grinding
Diesen
First
alten
Light.
Mann sah, diesen alten, grauhaarigen Mann, der eine
And then, as I grind First Light, I'm gonna be,
Ich bin zwar stark,
you know, playing the other Infamous games as well.
Orden ist der Sohn des Anführers der Erdgeborenen. Als mächtiger Mentalist wurde er von klein auf...
But again, you know, like, as I've said enough times already, like,
Er verschwand in den Straßen und
so
wuchs
grinding that game,
obdachlos auf. Aber jetzt ist keine Angst in seinen Augen. Nein, die
supposedly,
Explosion hat ihn mächtig gemacht.
I have to play in Italian.
Seine Paranoia zu bekämpfen.
Supposedly,
Mit Leichtigkeit warf er den Bus auf
I have to play in Italian, but
damit eine klare Botschaft an seine
my, you know, even though my speedrun mind says that, my actual mind says,
etwas tun konnte.
do whatever the fuck you want. I'm probably gonna keep doing whatever the fuck I want.
Halte durch, Trish. Ich komme. Das ist euer Todesurteil. Sofort weg von hier! Geht es dir gut?
Das Einzige, woran ich denken konnte, als er den Bus hochwarf, warst du und wie die Dinge zwischen uns
Ich
stehen.
lass nicht zu, dass dir etwas passiert, Trish.
Ich weiß, du wolltest Amy nicht töten und hast nur versucht, alles in Ordnung zu bringen. Und ich muss versuchen, dir nicht mehr böse zu sein. Aber es ist nicht einfach für mich. Ich will wieder mit dir zusammen sein. Wie früher.
Wir haben ein paar Entwicklungen, Cole. Es gibt Gerüchte über einen Konflikt, der zwischen den Cops in Warren und den Dustmen aufkommen könnte. Überprüfen Sie das.
Nice.
Ich glaub's nicht, Cole. Du rennst zu ihr zurück. Sie ist gar nichts gegen mich. Was ich alles mit dir tun würde.
Die Überlebenden aus dem 43. Bezirk haben eine
Yo,
offizielle
Yibro, what's up?
Dustman gestartet.
Yibro, what's up?
Sagt, sie wollen Alden festnehmen.
Gut. Der
What is
Psychopath
that?
gehört hinter Gitter.
Bing Bong Law.
Also beeilen Sie sich.
The fuck?
Halt, stehen bleiben! Sie sind verhaftet!
Congelando. Congelándome, you mean,
Ich
right?
konzentriere mich auf Orden.
Otherwise you're just freezing something.
Ihnen nicht entkommen.
Or actually freezing dude.
Chance.
Er hat mein Essen!
No, actually freezing uncle, you know. Congelando tío. You are freezing an uncle.
Ich sollte mich besser nicht einmischen.
Or you are freezing
Noch
uncle.
herum. Wenn
You know, like you've chopped like uncle. It doesn't matter who,
Ich könnte auf das Seil
whose
zielen,
uncle it is, but
Kerl
you've
befreien. Oder
chopped.
einfach weggehen und ihn verrotten lassen.
You're freezing. Puse el tío afuera, tío. Doggy afuera.
Was zum Teufel?
Hace menos de 0C. XD.
Hey Moja, wissen Sie, wie es hier aussieht?
Cuando está nevando, tío.
Warren war nie besonders, aber das hier war mal ein Park. Jetzt ist...
Lasst ihn nicht entkommen! Er will ausweichen! Weiter feuern!
Cuando está nevando en Ohio, pero eres español. XDD. Actually, pero vives en España. XDD.
Mist.
Ignorieren Sie den Golem! Hören Sie auf Jake!
Ja. Ja, haha. Ja.
Gefängnis Eagle Point!
Cuando el tío te dice que tienes un buen inglés. XD.
Die Cops haben Alden, Moja. Sie bringen ihn in den Knast.
Ich weiß. Und die Dustmen auch. Sie ziehen bereits durch die Straßen von Warren.
Imagine having good English,
Tun Sie was.
but you're actually an American. Pretending to be a Spanish guy. Oh wait, you're not even pretending to be a Spanish guy, you just sound Spanish. Imagine, dude. Why am I doing this route? I have no clue. Probably slow.
Mist. Diese Verrückten haben Busse mit automatischen Waffen.
Menudo malentendido, tío. Menuda equivocación. Actually, both work. Menudo malentendido. Actually,
Davon bekommt. Wenn Sie denken, die Dustmen wollen so
I'm trying to think if it like fits the context.
Sitzen die etwa den ganzen Tag rum und träumen vom Krieg?
Sie wissen, was zu tun ist.
I don't think it does. I don't think it doesn't. I don't think it fits the context. What the hell? Saying menudo malentendido. I think menuda equivocación works better. It worked. Yeah, menudo malentendido. I think it's for other contexts. I can see it. Why did I jump off? I didn't need to jump off. So stupid. Yeah, menudo malentendido is like for, you know, when you're talking to someone, you say something and then you realize, oh fuck, I'm completely wrong about it. Oops. Terror.
Mein Evakuierungsteam ist bereit, aber das Militär braucht noch letzte Genehmigungen. Gehen Sie zum Gefängnis und schützen Sie Alden, bis Sie dort sind.
Ha sido un malentendido.
Wir werden bald versuchen, ihn zu befreien.
In dem Gefängnis, Moja.
Die Dustmen greifen mit allem an, was sie haben. Und das Evakuierungsteam ist noch 20 Meilen entfernt. Schützen Sie Alden mit allen Mitteln.
Oh, by the way, Gibro, I found I found these guys. Like, I was watching YouTube shorts, you know, kind of you know, I guess that's not new, but I was watching YouTube shorts, and out of all of the things that, you know, appear randomly, right, there was the, like, this guy's channel. Apparently, it's a Persian guy who's making YouTube shorts, speaking in Spanish because he wants to improve his Spanish. I was like, damn, that's interesting, because, like, you know, like, all he does is he records a short speaking in Spanish, and he's done that for 15 days now in a row. It's like, I mean, that's impressive, you know, like. Basically what I do with streaming, yeah, but in, you know, but in short form, yeah. Basically, yeah. But guesses, man. What I should do with French, honestly. I have the plan to, like, record myself every day. Well, most days in March, right, for the videos and whatnot. Maybe I should just make it a plan, maybe for, like, April or something, to do, like I'll do one stream a week in just full French or some shit like that, right? I can, like, start, like, introducing that in my streaming vocabulary, you know? And then, like I do that slowly, and then at some point I just, like, do it. Also, today I realized, I mean, I already knew, right? But today I realized I was in Twitter and I randomly get, and this is, I mean, you know, there's the people that complain that, oh, like, Twitter should ban porn. And it's like, I mean, if there's porn in your timeline, I'm sorry to say that you probably saw something and you kept staring at it, you know, or maybe you went to the page and you saw more of it, because that's what Twitter does, you know, it gathers information from what you do, right? Which is why in my Twitter sometimes I get random like German tweets that have nothing to do with anything that I do, but it's just people speaking in German, fully in German, conversations, right? Also because I follow a lot of people that are German or Swiss or whatever, but that's really besides the point, because it's like, it has nothing to do with anything, it's just popular shit, you know, like talking about like famous people and actors and singers and whatnot. And I was reading Twitter today and I read this this comment and I was like, wait, I can understand the whole thing. I'm like, I haven't like that is how you realize that when it comes to grammar, I am so good at like just learning the grammar and like learning how things work very fast, because even though I haven't used German in years and I haven't studied it in years, I still remember all of that, you know? Like, because I know how to read the sentences in German, which it's nothing weird for me. Like reading like the having the verb at the end and all that, because when it's a very complex like sentence and it's long, it's very hard to like. Sometimes it's just very hard to see like what you want to do, right? Like how you want to read it. There's like a good way to read it, that way to read it. I did the thing. Yeah, that random like German tweet just made me realize that my German is actually like not bad. You know, my comprehension is very good. That's very bad. Oh, missed. Yeah, it's... Yeah, this split is kind of shit, but whatever. I had a feeling a friend of mine was trying to set me up in a way to get with her best friend. Best friend just started streaming. I had confirmation from a mutual she ships us. Damn. Imagine. I have only one question for you. Are you opposed to all of that? Or what? You have a crush on the friend, okay. I am that, okay.
Orden ist weg, Moira. Vergängliche haben ihn rausgeholt und alle Cops im Knast getötet.
Das ist inakzeptabel, Cole. Sie hatten ausdrücklich den Befehl.
Oh God, no.
Was zum Teufel ist passiert?
Geben Sie mir nicht die Schuld. Ich habe
Was
getan,
zum
was ich
Teufel?
konnte. Sieg hat's vermasselt. Er sollte bleiben und den Cops helfen. Aber er hat nicht auf mich gehört.
Wir müssen ihn ausschließen, Cole.
You know what I want to do, G bro? I should have probably like asked you at some point, but
Der frei rumläuft.
Ich gehe zur nächsten Verteidigung.
now that I'm approaching 30,
Bösen Buben ab.
this is like stupid to say like this, but basically like I'm kind of like learning to grow as a person, right?
Er ist echt durcheinander.
And
Vielleicht sollte er sich einweisen lassen. Täte ihm mal ganz gut.
Er murmelt
you know, I've never really said I hate any of this,
Er sollte mit
but
den Cops ein Auge auf.
I just say that I'm not into it that much. But I would like to start watching anime. The issue is,
Die Cops sind tot.
right? What do you watch?
wie furchtbar.
Because
Ich weiß, er meint's gut.
like the long stuff is too long for me to watch.
Menschen sterben.
I don't have the time.
Ich kann nicht alle beschützen.
And
Am
then
besten nimmt sich Sieg mal eine Auszeit. Bis später dann.
like there's so much shit. Like starting is hard. It's the same with anything, but at the same time with movies and shows, it's very easy to just start watching anything. It's like there aren't many like choices. You just watch like let's say you watch like you want like
Ah ja, den
I don't
gerochenen
know.
Hund liebe ich.
You watch historical shit, then like if you want historical shit, there's like a lot of fucking historical shit, and that's it, right? You don't need to care about like what you're watching. It's most likely gonna be decent. With anime, it's very different. I mean, to be fair, I don't know if I want to watch in English, but in Japanese, but I'll be okay with just watching English stuff. I think most of the stuff is in English. But if it's not in Japan, but if it's not in English, and if it's in whatever, and it's good, I would watch it. I don't really care if it has subs. I'm good. I'm not opposed to watching in Japanese at this point. I'm starting to like, you know, get into the whole thing in a way. It's just not, you know, because I know that at some point I'm gonna end up like trying to learn some Japanese just because, you know, like learning languages is the thing that mostly gets me going. I still need to get back to the German though first, but you know, it's it will happen earlier than I think probably. But there's a guy that's alive that shouldn't be alive. I am not dead. I mean, my thing is usually like sci-fi, fantasy, like action. Historical is good as well, but like action is usually like my thing. I like action a lot, but sci-fi and fantasy are like big for me.
John,
Although I've watched so much shit, like some of my favorite shows, that I watched on Netflix and other like
sind Sie hier?
of this like streaming services, like I've watched a lot of teenage shit. So like romance and whatnot is not like something I'm opposed to either, or like more adult shit.
Keine Ahnung, wer die sind.
You know, like because I've watched a lot of things. I am not opposed to anything really,
Helikopter.
as long as it's good.
Den hab ich nicht geschickt.
I can appreciate stuff. It's just that I want to get into more media,
Don vor ihnen
and I feel like anime is like something that I've been completely ignoring, and animation as well.
noch eine Sache.
But like animation, I kind of like know what I want to watch.
Ich empfange nur
It's just that anime is just big. Like I would like to watch. Like there are like lots of animes that I would like to watch. Just for the few like for the fact that I know that I would like them. It's just they're, first of all, they're like the most known pieces of thing, you know, pieces of like crap. They are. I'm saying that because they're like too long. If they weren't that long, but I mean they've been running for like what, like almost 40 years at this point, some of them, or like 35 years. So it makes sense that they've been running for so long and they are just like massive. Right? And I don't have the time. If I had the time at the moment, I would do it, but I can't. Yeah, I never. Nah. I mean, thing is though, like I wouldn't take recommendations for long shit. If I want to watch long animes, I will do it on my own time. You know, like those animes everyone knows, right? It's the other stuff that people don't know about. You know? I don't know, like if you're gonna give me a dub, probably the English one. It's better because like I have heard not very good things about like the Spanish dubs in most cases. I probably wouldn't want to watch that in. I want to watch stuff in Spanish. I am okay. Yes, I'm okay with anything. I'll need to get out. I'll need to get a qubit or something, but I'm okay with that. I've used torrents before. It's fine. And yeah, seasonal and short are like both fine for me. Because I can get into like, you know, like the shows that, oh shit, now I have to wait until they like come out with more episodes. I don't really care about that, you know. I do it with TV shows already. I don't know why I wouldn't do it for anime. It's the same with like movies and shit. I mean, it's the same with any media, really. Like you can say like, oh, I've read this book. Oh fuck! Now I can't wait until they release a new book. Right? And with video games too. Which, by the way, like video games, like supposedly after summer this year, there's gonna be an announcement for God of War, which is interesting, but at the same time, like it's very surprising, given that they've talked about the trilogy, but apparently they've been working on something else too for a number of years now, which is weird. Because then, you know, my assumption that the trilogy would come out in 2030 is most likely true, you know? If they come out with a game next year, I mean, you know, we can sit on our asses for 3 or 4 years until we get the trilogy remake. It's gonna take a while. I have Netflix, yeah. I have Netflix, and I mean, I could just like, you know, anything that isn't on Netflix, I can. Like, there are some animes that I have seen in my website of confidence when I watch like some of the shows that I watch, that because I have Prime right now. I have Prime, I have Disney Plus as well, and I have Netflix. Like Prime I always have because of when I order shit online, I kind of want to have that, but Netflix is the one that I keep usually. But there's a website that I use sometimes that has anime in it, but it is it's mostly like it has, you know, they have English and Spanish dubs and Latino sometimes. Or, you know, original, like whatever the original is, and then Spanish. Because like some of the shows is like the original is German, so like, you know, they have the original with subs, and then they have the Spanish one. I think it's run by Latinos, so it makes sense that it has Latino dubs and Spanish dubs, and subs in Spanish mostly. I have heard of all of them. Steins Gate, I have been recommended many times, actually. I would say. Because my friends, I mean, you know Five, but I have another friend, with whom I was yesterday, because, you know, I was at a dinner party yesterday, and at a birthday dinner party yesterday, and, you know, the birthday boy is, he's a real anime fan. He's watched a lot of shit. He's read a lot of shit, dude. He's a good reader. So. You know, big fan of literature, but also big fan of anime and video games. And I remember back in the day when they watched Steins Gate. They talked about it a lot. I like how the Stream Elements bot says that whenever it fucking wants. That's 2 hours and 24 minutes in. Supposedly it's supposed to say like every hour and a half or something. I have no idea how that works, but it's just, I guess it just doesn't. Oh no. Can I get this? I can't promise Steins Gate is good in English. Hear me out, okay? Like when I see that a dub is not that great, what I do is I switch to OG and I watch with subs. I've done it with Korean subs and some Japanese stuff as well. Because like if I see that the dubs are not good, because like most of the time it's like you can like hope that the Spanish dub is good. Maybe. But if the English dub is not good and the Spanish dub is not good, then what the fuck do I do, right? It's like recently I rewatched the show with my parents. I told you about this. The show is in German, but they speak German and Latin in the show. Now it has a Spanish dub. And we watched it in the Spanish dub, but only the German parts are actually translated into Spanish. The Latin is still Latin, so it's the original voices. And if there's any other language, it's always the original voice. It's not dubbed. But like that dub, for example, like the Spanish part was decent. You know, the voice actors were good. I'm very, I'm very happy that that's the case for most shows that are decent, right? You know, like the better productions, mostly European productions. Though, if it's a European or an American production, then it's usually a good dub. With Asian productions, it can be a hit or miss, really. Sometimes it's a good dub, sometimes it sucks ass, like completely. Sick, why are you T-posing? I couldn't do the cutscene skip because he was T-posing. Fucking sick. Ghost Story dub? Yes, I know. You're retarded. Oh my god. Yeah, I've watched a lot of clips from the Ghost Story dub, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing with me, Quirrell. Like, there's so much good stuff out there, and I know it's good. It's just I have been in my head the whole time, just thinking, "Oh, but that's just like disgusting." It's like, dude, no. Like, I know so many people who like anime, but like, I just don't wanna. like most of the people that are friends that like anime, thankfully are not like that, you know. Like, but like the culture online is so fucking like sick, but in a bad way. You know, it's very bad, and it's so bad.
Es war an der Zeit zu fliehen, doch war starr vor Schreck. In seiner Angst wurde ihm klar, dass der Schlüssel zu seinen Träumen.
But I have, you know, actually no, actually now that I say it, now that I think about it, it's not only one of my friends. Like it's two of the friends that were with me last night are anime fans. One of them is a big anime fan. The other one just watches some animes, usually seasonal stuff.
Und behauptet zu wissen, was los ist. Wenn Sieg ihm die Strahlenkugel bringt, kann Kessler Sieg die Macht geben, die er will. Mein bester Freund sieht mir in die Augen.
I've never thought about any of my friends as weird. But it was mostly that like for me right now is that I just want to give animation a try. It's just that I've never really been too much into animation, you know, in a way. Like as a kid, I liked Pokemon and whatnot. That's it. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh. I watched like Doraemon. I don't know what the name. I guess that's the name too, but I'm not too sure. And then I watched fucking like Digimon. I guess I watched a bit. Captain Tsubasa, which doesn't have that name in Spanish.
Vielleicht sind das gar nicht meine Probleme. Vielleicht sollten das die beiden unter sich ausmachen und ich hole mir die Kugel, wenn sich der Staub legt.
Was, wenn einer der beiden sie aktiviert und wieder Zehntausende dabei tötet?
I say Captain Tsubasa because, like, even though like I could say the name that we have that we call it in Spanish, but and it would be understandable, but like, yeah, I know that.
Ehrenwort. Alden will ins historische Viertel. Finden Sie ihn, schalten Sie ihn aus und suchen Sie Kessler. Ich melde mich.
Yeah. Those are like about the animes that I watched. I do have like I own a Dragon Ball movie, and then I watched some Dragon Ball as a kid, but I know I would like it. You know, like that's the kind of thing that I'm like that I was talking about like before, right? Like that I can. Like earlier, I was like saying how like I know I would like some of the longer shows. I know I would enjoy Dragon Ball. It's just too long. And the thing is, right, like when people talk about filler, like I know filler content in anime is like big, right? Especially in those shows. But I have watched shows, like TV shows that are like maybe like, I mean, I'm gonna be fair about this. I've watched TV shows that have about the same length in duration in like minutes as like Dragon Ball or some of these other animes, right? Because you know, like these animes, they are like 20-minute episodes. I've watched shows that have 200 episodes or like 150 episodes with like 40-minute episodes, right? So like it's, you know, like very long, and like there's a lot of filler content in shows too, right? So I know how it is to have a filler content, to have a filler episode. But I would probably think that having like about 16 minutes of filler content is better than having 35 minutes of filler content for an episode, right? Because there are shows for which like an entire season is filler, and that's just like it sucks because they're like trying to like come up with like whatever. Or even better now, like they're coming up with like one of the shows that I'm like looking forward to is House of the Dragon season 3. Apparently they've taken a lot of liberties with that show, and they've created like, and you know, made like, they've created like stories and characters and like even families that don't exist in the actual material, and it's like that can either be very good or just like the worst decision ever,
Und deinen diebischen Freund.
you know.
Euch alle.
Orden schien für niemanden mehr gefährlich. Nur ein alter Mann, der klagt, dass Kessler ihn seiner Position bei den Erstgeborenen beraubt hat. Dann
Villain Saga I've heard of, I know, and I've seen in Netflix, and I've never really watched anything, which is good. It's good that I haven't watched anything because
Kein normaler Mensch hätte den Sturz.
I like finding out about it when I watch it,
Da gelten andere Regeln.
you know, myself in Netflix, you know.
So wird bald etwas passieren. Meine Feinde sind hier im historischen Viertel versammelt.
Like this new like this thing that's happened the past few, I don't know, I say past few years, but it's like the past like
Ich wünsche nur,
over 10 years now. We want to know what happens in a trailer immediately, right? And then like so we can like talk about it, right? And then like so there's like all of these trailers and all of this like I don't like that, you know. I like watching the stuff as it happens, you know. Like when it comes out, I'll watch it, you know. But trailers are kind of stupid, and then when a show makes a trailer for each episode, that's even worse. It's like I didn't need this, you know. You're spoiling everything in the trailer. Just stop doing that,
das habe ich schon
you know.
gehört.
Also, Netflix trailers, like especially for like anime, like I mean, I'm guessing for anything too. I mean, I'm guessing for anime as well, because like for shows, maybe you haven't watched the show, right? Let's say you haven't watched the show ever, and the show has like 6 seasons, and the trailer for the show is like season 4. It's like, dude, don't do this, right? Like the recommended video for you to watch about the show is something that happens like way later in the show. Like, no, don't give me that. If you're gonna give me something, like Suits was the only show I think on Netflix that had something like that, which is Suits had a scene from the first episode, from the pilot, as the recommendation for you to watch, right? And it's like, yeah, if you like that, then just watch the show. You know, don't give me like a peek from season 4. You know, like that is kind of stupid. You know. Like, oh, Bleach, I've heard about it a lot. I mean, I've heard about like all of the like. I mean, you can probably like throw in names of anime that are like very well known, and I'll know pretty much all of them by name at this point. And I might even know some of the characters of the animes because I've heard about them a lot. Never watched them, but I have heard about all of them because who doesn't at least have a friend who's talked about Bleach or like Death Note or now I can't think of the names, but there are. I mean, of course, I mean Attack on Titan, but like, I mean, who hasn't heard of like, you know, fucking Attack on Titan at this point? Shingeki no Kyojin. Yeah, there you go. That I was trying to think about the actual name. Can I fucking drain the thing? Oh, Jesus, my God, dude. Trying to drain the bomb, and the game's like, nah, dude. You're not gonna drain the bomb. What are you talking about? Draining the bomb? Draining the light. Oh. Oh, by the way, like I'm talking about that. Like Spanish shows still do the thing where Like pretty much all Spanish shows do this. It's kind of like what like telenovelas do, you know, like the Turkish shows, and there's a lot of like Latino shows as well. Like soap operas and shit. Like they do this thing where like when the episode ends, it's like the credits are like in the next episode, and it's like fuck you, I don't want to know. Like it's like Spanish shows do that in every episode. So like I mean, like the ones like in certain, it's like certain TV antennas do it, right? Like certain TV producers do it. Not like Netflix doesn't do it, but if it's like a Netflix show, like just pure Netflix. But if it's from like any other, they usually always do it. It's like I don't want to know. Like in the next episode, I'll see it when I watch the next episode. Especially if the next episode is like already there to watch. Because like the Netflix shows, like when you get one of these shows in Netflix, you want to press like skip episode. Sometimes it appears late. It's way worse in Prime, to be honest. But... My wife is also my 8-year-old sister. I have heard that. And the vending machine one, I also heard it. Yeah. I've also heard about the other one. They put everything in the opening. I know that. I know that. It was funny for me when I was watching like certain shows back in the day on Netflix. Like some shows don't do it. It's like I prefer having just like an intro that's just like the name of the show and that's it, and then you cut to the episode. But some shows, like Game of Thrones, for example, or like another one that I know about is The 100. Like those two shows in the intro for the episode, like they had different intros for each episode. And in the intro for the episode, they would tell you like what, I mean, not what would happen, but where things would happen, right? So you would see the areas of the map of the show in the intro, and then it's like, okay, by which area is going to be in the episode, and also which people are casted in this episode, I can know that this is going to happen, right? And then it's also like for actual shows, it is I know that the credits have to happen, right? But like the credits that happen at the start of the show that tell you like who's starring in the episode, like guest starring this, you know, like, and then it's like special guest star this motherfucker, you know, who hasn't been in the show in like 10 episodes, and then it's like, oh fuck, so this guy's coming back, right? In some shows it's like, wait, didn't this guy die? Yeah, I guess he didn't, you know. And yes, it, you know, like it's either like he didn't die or it's a flashback, you know, like I guess. But like in most shows, it's like, oh yeah, he didn't die. If he's in the credits at the start of the show, either that or they show the body, like the actual corpse, but that is not. You know, like sometimes it's just a corpse. Solar Punk. Flashback episodes. I mean, flashback episodes as a whole, I don't like. If it's just like one scene or two scenes in an episode, then yes. But I hate when they do just full-on flashback. Which actually, like, they did. I don't know if any of you guys watch like actual shows, but I actually like. I mean, I like the Game of Thrones universe, so right now the one that's airing is Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and they did something like that in the last episode. And as much as I liked the episode because it was very good, there was this whole scene in the episode. A whole scene that was like, I think like maybe like over 10 minutes of the episode, completely useless. There's no information whatsoever works for anything out of that scene, right? It's like it is a I mean flashback, but it is a like what happened when the guy was a kid. But at the same time, it's like I don't need to know this, right? I guess they just wanted to cut from the action to that. For me, it didn't work. You know, the episode, like the rest of the stuff, was great. Not that though. I don't like when they do that. You know, like they cut the best part to show you a flashback. It's like, nah, dude, just give me the best thing first. If you want to do a flashback episode, do a full flashback episode. Or I'll do you one better. That scene, just put it in the first episode. That's it. Introduction for the character, right? Because that was actually introduction for both like main characters at the start of the show. And it's like, that is what should have happened at the start of the show, not in the like second to last episode. Like, makes no sense, you know? But
Einer läuft. Wie viel wusste Moya über mich? 52 Sekunden.
Was weiß
Reddit.
ich? Ist das wirklich
All
wichtig?
Sie ist bei einer anderen Agency und wusste, dass ich undercover bin.
in this case, they wanted filler because there was no villain shown for sympathy. It was just the main character in there. So it was kind of like oh, you think because I mean I'm guessing they were going for like, oh, is he going to die, and he's just seeing his life like flashing through his eyes. Yeah, I mean I understand, but at the same time, like, nah, dude, don't do that, dude, you know. Why is that guy just like scared? Wait, what? When am I releasing my flashback episode?
Ich weiß, was Sie für Trash getan haben. Ganz ehrlich, ich weiß, wie schwer
Probably
es ist,
never, yeah.
jemanden Geliebtes zu begraben.
That's probably a good guess.
Jemanden wie Trash.
Ich bringe sie um, Kessler.
Die haben's auf Sie abgesehen.
I mean, to be honest, what you guys are watching every day is just, you know, filler content anyway. Whenever I grind for PBs, then that's the good shit. Yeah, this is the filler content. Ausgesetztes Trab.
Fährt noch hoch.
I like how that's, I mean, it's pretty much just like, I guess it's just like Cyberpunk, but it's just like more nature, more connected to nature, right? I like how like everything is just invented right now, you know, like it's all done.
Brauchen wir Zeit, läuft doch nicht.
You know, Made in Abyss is another show that I have been told to watch. I know. I have you know, I have you know, good friends that watch anime. I have been told a lot of things about a lot of anime. This split doesn't look good. I'm not too sure. The one thing that can happen in this game that makes you lose time randomly when Cole just doesn't want to grab something. The classic. Thankfully, it wasn't that bad in here. Probably because of the language.
Ja, ich sehe.
Die Scheißdinger versprühen überall Gift und verwandeln die Menschen in Irre.
I love post-apocalyptic stuff.
Und dann irgendwie den Schild des Ballons deaktivieren. Danach müssen sie auf die Plattform springen und sie vom Ballon trennen. Ohne den Ballast wird er davon schweben. 46 Sekunden.
Und dann ist Kessler dran.
Eins nach dem anderen, Cole.
You know, the 100 is a good show for things like that. They're actually like actively trying to rebuild. And then in the end, I mean, it gets good and then bad and then good and then bad. That's just like the theme of the show. You know? When it comes to like actual TV, I always recommend the 100. If you're into like post-apocalyptic stuff, but not into like fuck off game. Jesus. I'll take the time loss. And the cycle changes massively if you die, so it's just not worth anymore. Jesus. I hate that so much. Yeah, I always recommend the 100 if you like post-apocalyptic stuff, but not the usual. Like usually like on TV you'll find like a lot of like zombie shit, but there are like lots of shows with zombies and. Off. They always take down the drone. It is fine. Technically Gecko, but you have to read the manga. That feel one. The anime didn't finish the story. Yeah, that is very that is very common. Yeah, to be fair though, what I really want from like watching anime is having more conversation. It's the same that I'm doing with the movies. I'm starting to watch some of the stuff that I know I will like because I have watched similar shit. And it's very well known shit, you know? I'm talking like fucking Star Wars movies, and like at some point I'll watch like Lord of the Rings, and you know, I'm probably gonna watch all of the big like blockbusters, but it's just because I have watched the shows that are also like considered like blockbusters, right? Like very well known, well renowned and shit. And it's like I just want to have more conversation. Like I don't want to be the type of nerd that just says, "Oh, I hate anime." I'm a fucking nerd. I want to be a complete nerd, you know? I'll have to start like I'll have to start reading as well for that, but you know, one thing at a time. I prefer watching and playing and listening to music and whatnot rather than reading.
Hättest du mir geholfen, hätte ich
I'm not into, I'm not opposed to like when it comes to like reading, I'm not opposed to like audiobook, but
Ich bin da.
you know, like I'd rather just read. And I'm also starting to do that, like very small, in very small patches. You know, I'm not a big reader. I have read more, like mostly I've read for language purposes or for university purposes. Well, for studies, let's just put it that way, because it's been through school and university, but. I guess something similar to what just happened today happened in that run, in this split, because I am not gonna lose a lot of time. I mean, if this goes well, I might not even lose time. I'm golden, yeah. Anyway, I found out when I did the platinum run, and I haven't done this a lot, but I pretty much found out when I was like routing the platinum run that, I mean, that train cycle probably won't be like that every time, but it'll be better than that if you like if the mission goes faster. The issue is that the enemies do follow you, but it is faster to not death warp after the mission, because you would, like, you spawn right next to that same corner anyway, so it's kind of the same in a way. It's just you have to take care of some enemies maybe. Oh man, we're getting to the end of the run. There have been some really, really bad parts of this run, but I'll take it. Because I really didn't like. If I had been in a different situation other than wanting to stream every day, I wouldn't have streamed today. But I think also streaming helped me.
Hey, einsteigen! Hinten im Heli ist ein Generator. Damit erhält die
Yep.
Plattform Strom.
Nette Ausrüstung.
You know, it's the same with me and TV shows. Yeah, I've watched so many shows that
Messdinger sind getarnt. Sie überdecken die Frequenz der Strahlenkugel. Darum findet sie niemand. Die Schüsseln unten an der Plattform sollen die Störsender orten. Wenn ich einen finde, gebe ich ihnen die Position.
I mean,
Dann können sie
technically, like most of the shows that I've watched, you can just, I mean, they're the same level of English, right?
lassen sie die Plattform nur, wenn
Except for some of them. Like some of them,
machen wir nur einen Fehler fest.
like for someone that's learning English and wants to watch things purely in English without the subs and whatnot, I would not recommend some of the shows. Because they're,
Während ich die
you know.
Störsender anpeile, müssen
I mean, the one I can think of always is
sobald wir den Standort
is Peaky Blinders. Like that one is a very good show,
Pass auf, dass uns niemand blöd kommt.
but because of the casting and because of the language and the accents, not the greatest watch if you don't understand anything. Otherwise, a very good show. And then, like, I guess it's kind of the same with Spanish shows. Like, for someone learning Spanish, there are probably some TV shows. Like most comedy stuff is gonna be good, but if it's like like comedy or like romance, it's probably good. Some of the stuff might not be that great. It depends on like the actors, though. In that case, it just depends on the actors. It depends on the actors. 'Cause, like some of the actors, like they, you know, because of their accents, it might be a bit weird. Because usually, like, unlike what happens with Peaky Blinders, because of the accents that they use, in Spanish shows, they don't tend to change their accent for the role, and so like, depending on which actors or which producers, right? Because they might use the same actors and shit.
Okay, ich habe den ersten Störsender. Runter und zerstören Sie ihn.
Der Störsender ist hinüber.
Gut, kommen Sie zurück und wir suchen den nächsten. Habe den nächsten Störsender geortet. Wir sind unterwegs.
Sind unterwegs.
Sie wissen es nicht, aber ich habe Sie am Tag der Explosion verfolgt, um zu verhindern, dass Sie das Paket öffnen. Wäre ich schneller gewesen, wären wir jetzt nicht hier.
Was ist passiert?
Hab Sie an der roten Ampel verloren. Erstaunlich, oder? Eine rote Ampel und schon geschieht sowas.
I'll check them out later, dude. Thank you for that. Like, I just want to get into it, and I guess I'll be able to get into more stuff as I watch stuff that I like, you know. It's kind of what happened with TV shows. It's like I liked watching a lot of like mostly horror stuff at the start,
Was weiß ich?
but then once I watched like it's like, you know, like shows that have like teenager vibes and like fantasy in them. There's one in particular, I'm rewatching that one with my parents right now, which is Riverdale, and like that one is like based off of comics. Like it's a series called the Archieverse, apparently. I mean, all I know is about Riverdale. I haven't watched, like, there's another show in that universe which is Sabrina something. I don't know. I haven't watched it. It's in Netflix as well. I know the name in Spanish, but I don't remember the name in English. But it's the Tales of, like, something like that. The something Tales of Sabrina. I don't know. I don't remember the adjective they use. And then, like, you know, like, it's a witch. So like, you can tell that at some point in that in Revolt that there's gonna be like some kind of like fantasy bullshit, and there is. But it is like the focus of that show is teenagers, right? It is a group of teenagers, and it's like you really have to like that shit to get into it. But I've always been into like that kind of deal. I have nothing against that myself. The only issue in TV shows is that they like in Spain, for example, like most of these shows, they tend to like make them out to be just teenagers. They have secrets and they have sex. That's it, and that's the whole point of the show. It's like I know, like, but at the same time, it's like no, that like teenagers are not having that much sex. Not now. Not ever, I guess, but not now, you know. But yeah, horror, I also like horror. Yeah, it's that is a thing, yeah. I like horror. I used to not like horror until I started watching TV. So, like, one of my first like my introduction to watching TV, like modern TV shows at the time. It was 2015. Like my introduction to that was American Horror Story. Very good show for someone that like shows. That one's a very good anthological show. Like a different story every season, and especially the first few seasons are very good. I mean, anything that Ryan Murphy has done, usually good. I still have to watch the latest, well, not the latest, because it's not the latest anymore, but there's a show called Grotesquerie, and that one is kind of like American Horror Story in a way, but I haven't watched it yet, and had the time to check it out. But I'm starting to, like, you know, get time to watch stuff and play games and shit. So I'm less stressed in a way, so I can also start watching anime, which is why I wanted to do this now. Also, March is approaching. Whenever March hits, I'm gonna be streaming less, playing less video games, probably watching more shows. That's most likely what's gonna happen, you know. It's what I do when I stream less. All right. Cool. Oh god. Unlösbare Durst. Unlösbare Durst. So, unquenchable thirst. I know the name in English. I don't know how to... I wouldn't know how to actually translate from that word. But I know what it means. Yeah, today I'll end the stream after this run. Just because I feel like taking a break will do me good. But then tomorrow I'll come back as per usual, you know. 8 a.m. I just realized it's probably like... Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna turn on the light right now. Oh wow, this split is also not good. What happened in this split? What the fuck? What the fuck? Genau. Wir haben nur einen Versuch. One chance. One opportunity. How did it not kill me? Wait. Where am I? Oh yeah, what am I doing?
Scheiße, wir waren zu langsam. Sie haben die Strahlenkugel auf
Scheiße.
den geladen. Ich behalte sie jetzt im Auge. Kommen Sie schnellstmöglich nach. Machen Sie schon.
Hammer Überlastung. Yep.
Sie wollen mit dem Boot abhauen.
Verdammte Gasgranaten.
Ich habe kein Benzin mehr und muss landen. Machen Sie schon und halten Sie sie auf. Ich komme zu Fuß nach, so schnell ich kann.
Wissen Sie, ich hatte das Ding schon mal in der Hand. Kessler gab sie mir bei einem Test.
Das
als ich
Ding.
die Kabel nachziehen musste. Sie hat pulsiert, als wäre etwas in ihr, das hinaus will.
That's
Das ist nicht richtig.
the thing.
Und
Das
jeder
Ding.
will sie. Mit ihrem Blitz kann sie bestimmt ihren Schutzbehälter sprengen. Dann können wir die Kugel in die Luft jagen. Wie viele Leben hat das Ding zerstört? Ruiniert. Sie
Ruiniert.
darf nicht in falsche Hände gelangen. Doch sie hat mir Kräfte geschenkt. Wenn ich sie nochmal benutze, vielleicht werde ich doppelt so stark. Und niemand würde sich je mit mir anlegen.
I forgot which button to press again. But then I read Zerstören and I'm like, yeah, that means destroy. That means to destroy. I was like, it has to be the X option. I didn't remember though. So.
Die Strahlenkugel bricht auf und entfesselt einen Tunnel aus Energie. John wird hineingezogen und zerfetzt. Und ich laufe weg. John und die Strahlenkugel sind fort.
John und die Strahlenkugel.
Nichts ist nach Plan verlaufen. Aber
Die
wenigstens ist die
Strahlenkugel.
Strahlenkugel vernichtet.
Die Strahlenkugel. Die Strahlenkugel. Die Strahlenkugel. Die Strahlenkugel. Das Ende des Weges.
Die Strahlenkugel
Genitiv.
war Katalysator ihrer Kräfte und hätte sie noch stärker machen können. Aber sie wollten nicht. Ich hätte mich nicht so entschieden.
Ich bin eben nicht wie Sie.
This Kessler fight looks about right. Actually, 304
Was ich will, geht.
looks to be a good fight.
Es geht um die Sicherheit der Stadt. Und wenn Sie tot sind, wird niemand Sie jemals wieder bedrohen.
That's basic notes again.
Treffen Sie mich am Staten-Gebäude.
Den Gebäude.
Und hier sind wir, da wo alles anfing.
I like how,
Ich war so besorgt.
so like, that's not the actual, like, that is not how Germans would say it. First of all, they would probably not say Staten, they would say Staten, right? But then that's also not how it is in English. It's Staten. It's the Staten building, not the Staten building, right? So whoever, you know, was working in the German dub, they thought, wait, that's an English word, right? It should be Staten, but no, it's Staten. Yes,
Diesmal winden Sie sich nicht wieder raus, Kessler.
Kessler.
Sie sind schwach, ein Versager.
Snell am Typen. Snell antippen. That's the correct, probably the correct way to say it. Antippen.
Nichts an, Dicker.
Dicker.
Diesmal wird sie niemand.
This doesn't concern you, Batman.
Fuß im Arsch steckt.
Let's go. War das schon alles?
Ihr Vater hatte ein Foto von Trish in der Brieftasche und erzählte, sie sei wie
Can't see the fucking robot.
mussten